Hey guys, what's going on? Cameron here with the Lawn Care Life in Mowssouri, and today we got the Husqvarna 580BTS. It's the Mark III. It's the newest, biggest, baddest Husqvarna blower out. So I actually went up to St. Louis Equipment, so shout out to Tim at St. Louis Equipment for hooking me up with this blower. Went up there a couple of months ago for a customer appreciation day, and before I left, Tim's like, hey man, why don't you take one of these blowers home and take a trimmer home since you came up here to hang out with us. So that's what I ended up doing. That's why I have this Husqvarna 580BTS Mark III backpack blower. So I don't know the specs on it. I'll get those for you guys, but I don't know offhand. But they tell me this thing has got a lot of power. So in years past, I've used the Echo PB8010. I don't have the 9010, the new one, but I do use the Echo PB8010, so that's kind of what I'll be comparing this blower to. First of all, I've just used it a little bit so far. It's really comfortable. I noticed the blower tube is not as awkward as that PB8010. It's not big and bulky. This is a lot lighter, but we got a lot of leaves out here. We got a lot of pine cones, pine needles over here that are kind of piled up. So we're gonna see what we can do with this backpack blower. every leaf cleanup job that we do is different. Man, there's so many different variations. This particular job in the center island here is what I like to call it. There's a lot of gumballs, a lot of pine needles, just sticks that have fell over, the last couple of weeks or so. Just a lot of debris that's in there that we really don't want to get our mowers into and mulch up. So on this one, usually I take the backpack blower over here in this center island, blow everything across the road here and into the woods. If it's nice and clean where I know there's no gumballs or pine cones or the bunch of pine needles right here in this area, if it's nice and clean and nothing underneath, I don't mind taking the mowers out here and mulching it all up. They actually do a really good job at that. But just for this video, I wanted to put the Husqvarna 580BTS Mark III to the test. So I knew there were some gumballs, sticks. There was actually a few golf balls under all these leaves. So, wanted to get the backpack blower in there, blow everything off of this center island area, and then blow it into the road and then shoot it across the road into the woods. So that's what we're doing today. There's other jobs where we have a 16-foot dump trailer that's boxed in, and on that dump trailer in the very front, like on the tongue, mounted on a rack, is a 37 horsepower billy goat debris loader. So that debris loader mounts on the front of that dump trailer. I actually haven't put it on there this season yet. I'm going to do that here in the next week or so. So the dump trailer was not ready for this job, but when I do get the dump trailer boxed in, I have to box the whole dump trailer in and then put the mesh tarp on top and then mount the 37 horsepower billy goat debris loader on the front of that trailer. I'll be able to suck these leaves up if they're in a pile like this right here. I can just take the truck and trailer over to the pile, suck them up or vacuum them up, and then that leaf vac will shred them up and shoot them into the dump trailer. So that is the game plan on a lot of these big leaf cleanup jobs. Say I didn't have these woods next door and it was all a residential area and I had to clean up this center island and there was nowhere to throw these leaves or blow these leaves, I would blow all these leaves up in a pile up here on the curb, and then I would take my truck and my dump trailer with that billy goat debris loader on there, and I would suck all the leaves up, shred them up, throw it into the dump trailer, and then I head off to the next one. Now I do have the Ventrac with the leaf plow, so I've never used it in the past, but this year plan on getting the Ventrac out there with the leaf plow. And if I have leaves piled up in a line like this right here, I can take that Ventrac with the leaf plow and within like seconds take this whole pile that's lined up in the road here and push those leaves up in just one massive pile. So that's the game plan going forward this year. A lot of the smaller lawns that I take care of on a weekly basis, I usually stay on top of those lawns and try to mulch them up throughout the season. But for those lawns that I pick up and I don't know what's underneath the leaves, maybe it's a new customer. A lot of times this time of year, for leaf cleanup anyways, I pick up new customers. You never know if there is like a dog leash, piled up under those leaves, or dog toys, or you just never know. You never know what's lurking underneath all those piled leaves. So when I come up to a new customer and they're knee-deep in leaves, the only option they have is for us to bring the blowers over there, blow all the leaves up in a pile, and suck them up with the debris loader. I won't take my machines in there, I won't take my mowers in there, and I won't try to mulch up any of those leaves, simply because you just don't know what's underneath those leaves. So, on this job right here, blowing it all in the woods, but we typically don't do that. Usually we take the debris loader and the dump trailer and blow them up in a pile and suck them up and haul them off. I have a nice piece of land out where I live where I'm able to dump all those leaves. So I've actually started kind of a little compost pile, and we use that around the house, whether it's in the garden or just trying to add a little bit better soil to our very rocky ground where we live. So just wanted to share that with you guys. But get back to action here, and we'll finish up this leaf cleanup, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the backpack blower. Alright guys, so what did you think about the Husqvarna 580BTS Mark III backpack blower, man? It's got a whole lot of power. I will say that using it for the first time and a thick pile of leaves, it's got a lot of power. It's a little bit more comfortable than the Echo PB8010. I don't know the weight. I'll try to check those two out and see the difference there, but it just feels lighter. It feels more comfortable. And like I was mentioning before, man, that nozzle, the hose, it's a little easier to move around, a little bit more comfortable. So yeah, I mean, works really well. It's got a lot of power. I'll kind of walk you around the blower real quick. We'll check it out, see what it looks like for maybe you guys that haven't been able to check it out or haven't got your hands on it yet. So here we go. You have your choke here, pulls out, primer bulbs up under there, the fuel hoses, spark plug, air filter. What else we got here? Just your everyday backpack blower. Cool thing about it, it's got these straps on here. It does have this waist strap, so you can put this thing. Let me turn this around so you guys can see this a little better. It has this waist strap where you can put this around your waist if you want to. I don't, but if you guys feel more comfortable with this around your waist, you can do that. Shoulder straps are really comfortable, look pretty durable. We'll see how they hold up long term. The nice thing I like about the blower tube is that it has the cruise control on here. So if you're running this blower, here's the throttle right here, and it also has this cool cruise control. So this works as the on-off switch like you guys have seen on all those other backpack blowers, Red Max, Echo, whatever. But you push this down, you're going to move that back, cruise control right there, man. So that's what I had it set on. I had it set on cruise control, so you didn't have to work that trigger back and forth constantly. So it does have pretty good sized fuel tank, just like the PB8010. With all that power, you're going to go through a lot of fuel. I filled this up twice on this particular job, but anyways, just wanted to show off the Husqvarna 580BTS Mark III, brand new for 2022. You know, if you guys are in the market, check it out. I think it's got a lot of power, and like I said, it's a really comfortable backpack blower. So shout out again to Tim at St. Louis Equipment for hooking me up with this backpack blower for me to try out. If you guys are in the St. Louis area, he has two locations now. One is in St. Charles, the other one is somewhere in St. Louis. I'll drop the address or the website in the description below, and you guys can go check it out and see what he has to offer. He sells Wright mowers, Skag mowers, and the Husqvarna handheld equipment. So if you're in that area, man, go check him out. Really cool guy, and really easy to work with. So yeah, guys, that's all I got for today, man. You're gonna see this backpack blower used a whole lot more in the leaf cleanups this fall and winter. So stick around, stay tuned for future videos. You'll see this. I'll be using this primarily, also with the U-mount blower that I have attached to the zero turn, and then you'll get to see all the cool footage of the leaf cleanups that we do in our area. But check this out, man. when we showed up, there were a lot of leaves. Now they're all gone, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching the channel. I'm Cameron with The Lawn Care Life in Mowssouri. Thanks for watching, and as always, God provides.